Mr. Trump has until 15 October to decide. In July, Mr. Trump ended an Obama-era program offering normalized immigration status to undocumented immigrants who entered the U.S. as children, and gave Congress 6 months to come up with a legislative solution. They're still working on that one, sort of, and now Congress has another tricky situation to resolve while the clock is ticking. At a much faster pace in the future. U.S. media say the president will announce next Thursday that he will not be certifying the deal on the grounds that does not serve U.S. security interests. U.S. President Donald Trump is planning to abandon the Iran nuclear deal shortly, according to U.S. media reports. If he fails to certify the accord, Congress will decide whether to reimpose economic sanctions on Iran. You will be hearing about Iran very shortly. In reaction, Iranian nuclear chief Ali Akbar Salehi said the deal was not renegotiable, reported Iran's press TV. But he suggested it might be salvageable if the other partners, France, Germany, China, Russia and the UK, remained on board. But some of his top advisors, such as Defense Secretary James Mattis, the presidency must certify the deal every 90 days. Mr. Trump has already done so twice. If he rejected it this time, Congress would have 60 days to decide whether to reimpose sanctions on Iran. Gesturing at the people around him, he asked the waiting press if they knew what this represents. "Maybe it's the calm before the storm," he said. When reporters pressed him on what storm he was referring to, he would only say, "You'll find out." He had earlier told his top defense officials he expected them to provide a broad range of military options. There's plenty of sentiment among Republicans to impose stringent new sanctions on the Iranian regime. If not, he said, the deal will definitely fall apart. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said he hoped the final decision reached by the U.S. president will be balanced, and will be based on the present-day realities, reported Interfax news agency. Once again the president appears poised to hand a tough issue over to Congress to deal with. U.S. media reports suggest they are likely to leave the deal in place. Speaking in the White House's cabinet room, President Trump said, "The Iranian regime supports terrorism and exports violence and chaos across the Middle East. That is why we must put an end to Iran's continued aggression and nuclear ambitions."